Thank you. I'm Mr. Lehner, and welcome back to Mr. Lehner's Math Extravaganza. And today we're going to start Investigation 3, which works with multiplying and dividing decimals. So far we've kind of used some different operations using decimals in problems. We've added decimals, we subtracted decimals. Now we take it on to our next two operations, which the first of is multiplication. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into it. Okay. We're going to set up our problem up here. It says the Hazel Green PTO is designing a lemonade stand for a fundraiser. If the length is 74.7 inches and the width is 25.3 inches, how can you find the area? Oh, wait a second. Ms. Lehner, you said we're going to work with multiplying decimals today. You didn't say anything about area. Well, that's a nice thing about math, is you can combine the different parts of math together. So today, I've thrown a little recap of area in there from our previous unit. So we're going to take what we know about area. We also have some decimals up here, and we're going to use multiplication to find this. Now, you might see that multiplication is on the board, but how do I know that I need to use the operation of multiplication in this problem for area? You're right. When finding the area of our rectangle here, which is going to be our length and our width, you have to multiply length times the width. So we're going to multiply 74.7 inches times 25.3 inches. And when I multiply these together, and you can type this into your calculator if you got a smartphone, if you're lucky enough to have one, you might type it into that. If I multiply these two together, I'm going to get 1,882.32 inches squared. This tells me the area the lemonade stand will cover in squared inches. So again, imagine this visual. You're making up your own little lemonade stand here. If that were the measurements, I would multiply my two decimals together. Again, if we're thinking about place value, which we've talked about in this unit, it'd be 1,882 and 32 hundredths if I'm looking at that place value. And that would give you, again, the size of the lemonade stand. So there's a perfect example of using decimals, multiplying them together to find area. Some of the things you'll notice too, we talk about real life situations. If you were actually measuring out, a lot of times you might not see that it comes out to be perfect numbers like 12 inches or 16 feet. A lot of times you might see 16.3 feet or 12.8 inches. So that's where we kind of call that like the messy math sometimes. This is a messy math problem. But you still the same principles of finding area. We're still multiplying our decimals. You can use the calculator or the smartphone to help you answer the question, but you have to know what it means. This tells me the area that it's going to cover of the lemonade stand. All right, again, it's your turn now. It says, the Hazel Green gym measures 63.5 feet by 27.3 feet. Mr. Strange wants to know how much room he has in the gym. Find the area of the gym. So again, I'm throwing the area at you. A little bit of messy math with our decimals in there. And we'll see what's the area of this gym. Go ahead, I know you got your smartphone or calculator ready. Pencil and paper, go ahead and pause the video. We'll see what you come up with. Okay, so we know we're finding the area, which is length times width. I know that the gymnasium here is 63.5 feet by 27.3 feet. So I'm going to multiply those two decimals together. So 63.5 feet times 27.3 feet is going to equal 1,733 and 55 hundredths square feet. This tells me the area the gym floor will cover in squared feet. So again, if I had measured out the size of the gym, and again, imagine your gym floor or a gym floor that would be similar to this, this tells you how much area the floor is going to cover. If I can measure the length and the width, I know how much the area of the floor will be. So again, we use a little bit of refresher here with area, the formula or the algorithm for area, and we're able to use that to apply it to a real life situation. So something you can simply do at home is to measure out a rectangle somewhere. Maybe if you have like a kitchen floor or a dining room table or a dresser top or something. If you measure the length and the width, you can actually figure out the area of the top of, say, like a dresser on there. So that may be something you want to try at home. Get out your ruler out there to measure that out, or tape measure to measure it out, and you'll be able to actually fit those areas together and see, do you have decimals? Do you know if you measure and it's 8.3 what that means? It's a chance for you to kind of use that math in a different method there. Thank you for tuning in to Mr. Lehner's Math Extravaganza. As always, we'll see you next time.